Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and fingers crossed things won't kind of go a bit Pete Tong today. We shall see how things go. Makes life a bit interesting, doesn't it? Anyway, I am back in Taiwan. Actually, I am not totally in Taiwan. I'm over here, Yilan, at this brewery, Jim and Dad's, which is kind of crazy. And there is a nice article. It is from the lovely Robin Gilmore. And there's Jim. This is Jim here. I don't know where Dad is. Couldn't find Dad in the article. Jim Sung, I think his name is, which is absolutely crazy because when I saw this, it said Jim and Dad. Well, there's two things that went through my mind. The first thing that went through my mind was I saw it was an article written by Robin Gilmore, and instead of Jim and Dad, I was thinking Jack and Danny, i.e., Fanny. So there's me thinking of Robin Gilmore's Fanny, but I shouldn't be doing those kind of things. But the article is really well written, as it is usually. Don't listen to my nonsense. Well, you should do for the next 5 or 10 minutes. It is a proper article. Oh, that's the next one. 3-page bad boy. And then the second thing that went through my mind was really sad actually, because my best friend is called Jim, or was called Jim, who died unfortunately, and Dad. My dad has also recently died. Um, yeah, the day before my birthday, actually, which is really sad. So it kind of from laughing about something really silly, which is exactly like me, I then descended into sadness, which was unlike me. But yeah, hopefully some alcohol from this porter. We should name the beer. It's a porter, Jim and Dad's porter. Um, will cheer me up. The other thing that I thought was a bit sad was the ABV. Where does it say the ABV? Somewhere around here. Yeah, there you go. ABV, alcohol by volume, is 5% on this one, and it's won an award, the World Beer Awards, which has happened recently. But this beer should be 8%. But no, of course, it's a beer 52 beer. So, of course, they're watering it down to near half strength. Um, God knows why they do these things, but they do. Um, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. There is a QR code on here, which you can find out more about um, their Facebook, Jim and Dad's Brewing. But yeah, if I was going to have a brewery, naming it Jim and Dad's would be cool because it would be a tribute to two really cool people, and people that have served me very well in my life. Um, yeah, my dad and my best friend from school. Um, yeah, so from sadness, that's what makes. Yeah, I'm thinking it makes you who you are, your history, whether it's sad or whether it's good or whatever happens to you in your life. If things had gone differently, you'd be a different person. So, yeah, that's my stoic attitude. The other thing I noticed was, I don't know if you can see down here, but this glass is a little bit discoloured. So I'm not using that tankard from yesterday. Yeah, going back to the old tulip. Right, let us get this bad boy into a glass. And I'm not going to give it such an aggressive pour as I did yesterday. I looked back at the footage and I was thinking, why did I use that that pewter tankard? Um, and I know why, because it was a present for my birthday. But absolutely crazy. That's why. Look at that head and look at the bubbles, massive big bubbles, which is a dead giveaway that will not be hanging around for very long. That head. So we should appreciate it while it's here. Off-white, kind of a tanned kind of cap on that bad boy. There we go. Get rid of some of those huge bubbles. And the beer looks quite black, but let me tell you, right at the bottom, you can see through there, it's a really deep red, which is cool. Right, porter, there she is. And because of such a head, I need to do my normal, oh dearie me, and stare at the head. It's not the first beer I've had today, dear viewer, but first beer on camera. Oh, absolutely gorgeous kind of aromas. Loads of caramel, honey, little touch of spice, a little bit of raisin perhaps, or that kind of grapey kind of fruit. A little bit of kind of, yeah, a little bit of wine, but a kind of aged sort of white wine perhaps. Really, really nice. I'm liking that aroma. The hops in here are Magnum hops, and he says, looking at the screen down here, we've got dextrin malt, we've got honey malt, we've got biscuit malt. Oh, nice to see biscuit malt. That's a good one. Black malt, red malt, and brown light malt. Interesting. Let us see what we get from this beer. Chin chin, dear viewer. Thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing and all that kind of jazz. And if you think I've entertained you at all, please give me the thumbs up. Really does make a difference. And yeah, I'm getting a little bit of traction on the site, but the more people give the thumbs up, the more it kind of spreads the word to YouTube, and hopefully we appear on people's list of videos to kind of click on and all that kind of jazz. Cheers and beers. Oh, interesting. So, very interesting. So as I was drinking, it was going down quite dry. And then as I kind of swallowed, I was like, oh, actually, I can taste the sweetness. I can taste the honey, the caramel, that kind of thing. But then as soon as that happened, it kind of had a bitter finish. Um, and a little bit of that kind of grapey, kind of vinous. Is that a word? Vinous. Kind of like a wine-like kind of bitter, sour, grapey type thing. Washed through my palate, got rid of a lot of that sweetness, and now on the aftertaste, it's kind of like a balance between a traditional kind of British bitter. The sweetness and the honeyness is still there, sticking to my lips actually a little bit. And yeah, that kind of sour, kind of bitter finish, which is quite nice. I would really, really like to have tasted this when it was at full strength, at the 8%, as opposed to this kind of watered down version. Is that bad for me to say? I don't think it is, because this is supposed to be a strong beer. And at 8%, it would have more of that kind of ESB type thing going on. Ooh, it's quite well carbonated. And by that, I don't mean barley wine. It's not quite there at 8%, I would imagine. But it would definitely take on. I think the alcohol would offset some of the bitterness, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is literally just been a watered down version. Um, as it is, it's kind of like a nice pint of best. Um, Dishwater beer, which I love. Any of the long-standing viewers will know what I mean by a dishwater beer. It's like a director's. I remember my friend Jim. Um, I did actually look. He did a review for me once, long time ago, um, and yeah, he said to me that one of my home brews that I made, he goes, "Oh, this is a bit like Directors." He said, "In my present condition, you've cracked it. If you can do beers like this, shame on." I don't know if he meant Directors in a good view though, because I know he was a cider man at the time, and he was like, "Oh, a bit like a Directors." I'm like, yeah, I like Directors. Let's go for some more. Oh, yeah. Now I'm getting that kind of biscuit, that biscuit malt, and by that I mean more of a kind of grainy taste. That honey is still there, but the honey is kind of finishing a little bit dry. It's almost like having honey. Um, what's that weird? What's that strong honey? Manuka honey. Um, a very thin layer spread upon a really gnarly, rusky type biscuit. Yeah, lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, I'm thinking more about my friend. My dad, unfortunately, didn't really drink beer. He did try my homebrew at one point. So I made him some wine, which I don't know if he liked it or not. He drank it, but yeah, my dad didn't really say that much. Anyone that knew him, he was a man of very few words, um, which is a real shame because when he did come out with it, he had a wicked sense of humour, and he'd say two or three words, and I would be cracking up, and everyone else in the room would be like looking, and then he'd just turn and walk off. Very cool. Um, we do have some sort of dinosaur floaty things on foam watch or head watch. There's a kind of diplodocus or some sort of flying thing or swimming thing in the sea. But yeah, the head that I thought was going to go has hung around, which I am actually pleasantly surprised with. Don't know if you can see the colour. It's still that kind of red colour, which I think is really, really good. And I love the way that it finishes. Well, sorry, it starts sweet and then it kind of finishes a bit more bitter. And that sweetness does kind of stick to your lips, as I said earlier on. It definitely has substance to it. It's just a shame that it wasn't the 8% version, because I'm sure that would have been absolutely fantastic. If you can get hold of this, if you're over in Taiwan or in the Orient, Taipei, have a look for this Jim and Dad's Porter, and you will probably get the 8% version. Otherwise, if you've tried the Beer 52 version, why not let me know in the comments down below? What did you think of it? I think that was pretty damn good. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah, talking old toot, waxing lyrical, thinking about the past, and hopefully entertaining you with my beer reviews. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but don't worry, don't panic, because I'll be back with another beer review, and that'll be coming up real damn soon.